Okay, we'll look through another example for chain of reasoning and how we develop our steps. So we've got a little bit more complicated example here where we've got to figure out what this angle here is. So we've given a number of angles that they've given us and they've labeled everything nicely. So we'll need to work our way around and sort of, it's important to sort of look at something sort of as a big picture and see where you can go. So I could find this angle here because I know vertically opposite angles are equal. I know that this is 108, so then I could find this one here. And then I could do vertically opposite angles again. And then I could probably find this angle here because there are angles around a point, add to 360. And then from there, since I've got this angle and this angle, I could find, this is again an exterior angle. So I could use that as an exterior angle that equals the sum of the opposite angles, or I could find this one here and then do vertically opposite angles. There is no sort of wrong way of doing this. You try to do it as effectively as you can. So again, there's a fair number of steps with this one to work your way around. You would probably work from this end of things initially and find this angle here. So that's DCE, DCE, and it's 41 degrees because of vertically opposite angles are equal. So this is how you would write it. Vert op angles equal. You don't need to write it out in words. Once I've found that to be 41 degrees, let's see where that gets me. That's 41, and I know that's 108. So could I do DEG? I could do DEG. This is what they do. They do this one here. Now, they do this one because that's an exterior angle. And now I go 108 plus 41. That's 149. I could work that way. But again, could you do it so that you did this angle and then went into here? Could you do that? Sure you could. So there's all kinds of ways to do this. I'm just going to go with what they did, 149, because this is a bit more efficient, but it's not the only way you could do this. Now, if that's 149, that's DEG is 149, then the next thing is I could do EFG. I could find that one because that's angles on a point, right? So they went here, EFG, which is this one here, is 96 because angles on a point add to 360, so that's 264, 360 minus the 264, which is 96, so that gives me that one. Now, how is that helpful? Well, that allows me to get EGF. This is F, by the way. Kind of. EGF, this one. EGF. EGF. Remember that the middle letter is always where the sort of the vertex is. So EGF. So that's going to be 149 minus 96. Why is that? Minus 96. EFG. That's 96, right? So why is that? Well, that's because we're using exterior angles again. Because 149 is going to be equal to the 96 plus EGF, right? EGF. So if you subtract them, then you get EGF, which is 53 degrees. And that's because exterior angles of a triangle equals sum of the opposite interior angles. So they keep going on with this theme. And so once you've got that, you can find theta because now you've got this one, you can do vertically opposite angles. But you notice that you could do this a number of different ways. You don't have to use exterior angles. You could just go, okay, I'll find this one, and then I'll be able to find this one. Then I'll be able to find this one because vertically opposite angles. So here I can do angles in a triangle add to 180. Then I can do vertically opposite angles to find that. Then I can get this EFG to be 96. Then I can do that one again and do vertically opposite angles. It's a few more steps, but again, it can be done that way. So geometric reasoning is very flexible in the way that you do things, but you just have to do it in a procedural way, giving reasons for every step.